Welcome to Tabletop Royale. Are you ready? Keyforge fans, are you ready? For the scores in chat and the hundreds watching later on YouTube, let's get ready to rumble.
Hey,
Hello.
we're here.
Special thanks to Roadrunner, who's in chat, for the sound clips that he's provided for tonight's stream.
You're gonna be hearing a lot more tonight. They're all pretty great.
I would describe this particular stream as a banger. We've got.
It doesn't even matter if the matches are good or not.
The matches could be completely terrible. We've got previews.
North Carolina. I like that.
We've got previews. We've got fan-demanded content. We've got a title shot. Justin has even put what some people may consider effort into some of the content we're producing tonight. So, I hope everybody is ready for the inaugural fight night.
I got the Adobe Madness this weekend.
He did, yeah.
And I just played around a lot. So, you'll see some things. Sky Jedi, the gift. Thank you so much, Sky Jedi. Doug, look at that.
Wow. Congratulations.
Very cool. Very cool. I know it's a very dangerous precedent, you're right, Mortivis. That would imply that I have to put in more work in the future. I did make it easier on myself by making templates and stuff for the future Justin to not have to work as hard. But that's assuming that you guys like what I made and I don't throw it in the trash. So,
yeah.
Please be nice. We're going to start with spoilers.
Yeah. So, people are here for the spoilers. We're going to start with the spoilers.
Normally, so you can just leave.
Yeah.
After that,
we would string it along. We'd reveal like half a card now, half a card after.
That's not our style.
That's not what we're here to do tonight. Tonight we're bringing you spoilers. So we're gonna start off with them. Let's go with that. Look at bang.
We got Jackie Tar.
Jackie Tar.
Look at this Jackie Tar.
Yeah. So Shadow's creature, 2 power, elusive, reap. Deal 1 damage to a creature. If the tide is high, deal 6 to a creature instead. Common. So yeah, I think this card is pretty good, right? It's got a built-in silent dagger.
Yeah.
Its damage is an improvement over the Vendas as long as the tide is high. This creature is effectively bullet eye.
Yeah,
I think in a lot of situations.
It is acing creatures left and right. The only problem, right, is if you don't have the tide, it's only doing 1, which is not awful. Thank you, Stormstrong, for that tier 1, and thank you, Claymore, for that gift sub. Appreciate that.
Appreciate the support.
But if you do have the tide, it's like acing a creature.
Yeah, it is just straight up shooting creatures off the table.
Now, it sometimes has to kill itself if it's like a one creature on the table, or if your opponent has no creatures. Still pretty.
It does
sweet.
combo with the Shadows card that we saw earlier this week on Twitter. The Shadows creature that, like, when you have the tide and it takes damage, you get to steal 1. So this guy does combo with that, which is something worth pointing out. So
it would only combo with it if you
have the tide. Well, he would
kill it.
Whatever.
It doesn't really
Don't worry about it. It combos. I swear.
It kills it, so you don't have to deal with that creature anymore.
You don't get to steal it, right? Because the creature dies.
If it dies, you do not.
So this isn't a combo.
So it's not a combo.
What are they thinking of that other creature then?
It's not a good creature. we can admit that that's not a good creature. And now, if you have that and your opponent has that creature and you deal 1 damage, so you steal 1 from them.
Yeah. So this punishes the creature. No, it'd still kill it, right? Because it'd have to be low.
If the tide, I don't know.
No
one knows how. Delete this. We're gonna cut this in post. This will not be the final cut of the video.
But I think the tide, like, already the tide is proving to be a difficult dynamic to figure out how everything works, right? I think you're gonna spend like the first month figuring out how the tide works together, right? So anyway,
so that's the first
preview. Our second preview also deals with the tide. Boom, the evil twin.
You've seen Sea Urchin, and now behold, evil twin Sea Urchin. So. This one's pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty good.
This one actually I think is insane.
Yeah.
1 power, no abilities means its effect has got to be pretty good. So if you've got the tide, steal 2 is pretty good. Unconditional other outside of the tie, but I think you would pay 3 chains most of the time
To steal 2?
To steal 2.
That's pretty worth it, probably. Yeah.
Yeah. Once again, I think, is this a common or is this an uncommon?
It is it's an evil twin of a common, right? Because Urchin is common.
If the Urchin is common, then you're probably going to see a lot of these in evil twin decks.
Yeah, and evil twin deck with shadows in it's like pretty likely to have evil Urchins in it, which is pretty good. So combat 1 out of 12 evil twin. Did they say 1 out of 12 was evil twins? If so, then yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think I could see myself paying 3 chains to
steal 2. It's like it's really hard to justify not.
It's a huge swing. It's just
taking those 3 chains because
when I first saw this card, I was like, I am already mad at this card. But then I saw that it was an evil twin,
so we might have like 1 or 2 decks with it, right?
I think you don't mind the power level being pretty high. Once again, 1 power creature, no abilities, so not difficult to remove. Not really oppressive on the table, just has a very good effect. So, yeah. No John Cargo, yeah. Exactly. Not quite the same power level as John Cargo.
Those were spoilers.
Or Lamindra.
Hope you enjoyed them.
Yeah.
Thanks to FFG for sending them to us.
Big thank you for that.
Yep. Very good.
So yeah, super excited, as always.
I did throw them in the Sanctimonious Discord, so y'all could discuss them in there if you want to. I know there's a big Dark Tidings spoilers channel there for discussion, so I gave the full high-quality images in there for them to enjoy. So, now we're going to get into Fight Night.
Yeah. All right. We had the Fight Night card out there.
We did.
If anybody saw that.
I made a cool graphic for it.
So if people liked that and liked the feedback, let us know. Or want to give us feedback, let us know. And we'll go from there. But that, I think, is kind of going to be like the format that we'll use for our Fight Nights moving forward.
So I'm going to send it down to Roadrunner to bring us into Fight Night.
All right, Roadrunner, if you could bring us in.
Keyforge fans, it's Sunday. Yes, Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. And what happens on Sunday? Fight Night.
Fight Night.
There you go. So, we want to thank Roadrunner again for all of the clips that he's provided for tonight. Our first match.
And once again,
production value.
Once again, I'm going to send it down to Roadrunner. Who is ringside?
Ladies and gentlemen, our first match tonight features 2 Worlds Collide powerhouses, each with a brilliant showing in the Tournament of Champions, each advancing to the semifinals before stumbling to one of the fighters in our main event coming later this evening. The prize tonight? Every expectation of being offered a shot at the title in a future bout.
Okay.
All right, stage is set.
First off,
this is the alternate universe.
Presenting PAX Archon Vault Tour winner, weighing in at 82 sass, in the sky blue trunks with white and black braided trim for logos and shadows. Arguably the most studied deck in Keyforge. Can you impact the archive? Can you mitigate Infernus? Play around too much to protect? Yes, every opponent has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Welcome, Light Tasker, Market Sheriff.
Light Tasker,
Market
Sheriff. And then,
ladies and gentlemen, our next contender entered the Tabletop Royale Championship bracket after a tour fighting the overseas circuit.
Okay.
She breezed through her qualifying match, then upset Nabirius by knockout, scored a decision over Toki, and then summarily sent Venus Ignichop to the showers, only losing a close match to our current champion. Weighing in at 76 sass, wearing the black trunks with gold trim representing Shadows and Star Alliance, welcome Zelda Doringstein Exorcist.
All right.
Okay.
That has set us up wonderfully.
Yeah, and I scanned all of our actual Archon arts in, so you can see just how unique they are, right? And this is not something you get to see a lot on online tournaments because
The
it
art
never
isn't there.
happens, yeah. So yeah, we're gonna dive right into it. Back here,
Yeah.
I have a graphic like that prepared for the next 2 matches. For the main event, I have something a bit special.
Yeah,
A little
so-
bit different,
So stay tuned for that.
but a little bit the same.
yeah.
But it is different.
Yep.
So
So yeah, I love how this is panned out, right? Like this is turned pretty awesome here. So okay, I don't honestly know how Zelda beats Light Tasker. I'll see if I can find out. I think
We'll see.
it's got to involve the board. I think this dog is also bored. Yes. What are you looking for? He's just wandering around sniffing things. Wandering around sniffing.
Well, that is only the tip of the iceberg of the Roadrunner commentary for this evening. So
Yep.
if you enjoyed that,
He has donated his time, and I think it's been worth it. So.
Yep. Thank you so much, Roadrunner.
Yeah, we appreciate it a lot. So it's awesome. It's awesome when like the community helps out, right? If that makes sense. Like at this point, it's not just me and Justin creating this. It's like input from everybody else, right? So this is the kind of night where like the fans dictated the content. Like they've got decks they want to see fight each other. So yeah, appreciate it, everybody. So
Very exciting times.
don't think it really has a chance. Yeah, it's tough. The Light Tasker isn't the best at removing creatures.
Yeah,
right?
if it could stick a board and start reaping, like without Light Toucher being able to find
I
an
think-
answer, that's the best.
Yeah, I think there's some Star Alliance that could definitely prove to be a problem in this deck. I do think the Shadows is not in a great shape, and the Logos has got some removal here and there. I think the key is probably going to be within the Star Alliance because it'll be able to stick to the table and possibly provide enough value to fight through the Light Tasker just grinding engine that's in it. So
21st. Okay, here we go. First match
All
of
right.
first ever fight night.
ring the bell.
Ding, ding, ding. Should have had bell sound. I didn't think about having a bell sound.
This feels like type of hand that gets punished.
Air horns?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Bets?
Sorry for the degenerates in chat.
All that work and no bell sound. Look, I couldn't think of everything. Air horn works, though.
Oh, right. I am going to say Logos. I'm going to play Igor and look at the top. Tough. I'll discard Titan Guardian and Xeno Training. Both cards I would rather have.
All right, I'll say Logos. I'll play a Quant. I'll play Wormhole Tech. I'll play Jargoggle with a card. And I'll draw 4.
Alright, I am going to say Shadows. I'm going to play Yancey Gang, a Venda, and a Hugger Mugger.
That's
And we'll draw 3.
that's an amount of stuff. Okay. I'm gonna say Logos. I will play an Igor.
And this could be Quant into Hysteria to replay everything.
Discard Rock Grub and Whisper. I'm gonna play Igor.
Ooh, if he's got the Hysteria, that's real bad. Because he's going to basically blaze through the deck.
Discard Vapors and Vinda. I'm gonna play Eddie and archive a card. I will Reap with Jargoggle. I will Reap with Wormhole Tech. Archive that. Reap with Quant. I will Hysteria.
Yeah, I was definitely worried about that.
This is discarded. Spooky. I will play Igor.
Yeah.
Discard Snag and Kymor. I will play Igor. Will discard Snag and
Shuffle up.
Cutthroat Research.
I wouldn't shuffle up.
I'll
Keyforge isn't quite that bad of a game if you're behind this far, but
Play Hologramophone. Play Wormhole Tech. Play Eddie. Archive a card. Play Quants. Play Jargogel. Archive a card. Or Jargogel a card. Alright. I'm done.
okay. I will
Draw 4.
say Logos. I'll play my Igor. I'll discard too much to protect and Jade Venda. I am going to Thorium Plasmate Quant just into the middle of that pack. And then I am going to Positron Bolt Eddie. I will play a Hologramophone. And I will play this Information Exchange, which I think I could have gotten more value from later, but I don't think there's going to be a later if I don't play it now. So
Yeah.
Quant is a very good card. I agree.
I'll say I just want to like say Logos again. So what's this? So I will. I'll start with a Reaping with a Wormhole Tech. For Thorium Plasmate. Okay. It gets played. I will fight Igor to play a Library of the Danged. Play Titan Guardian. I'll Reap with Igor to go to 6. So I can Hologramophone something. So I'll ward the Wormhole Tech.
Okay.
Your turn.
I will say Shadows. I am going to play Keyforgery. I am going to hawk the Library. It's kind of a toss-up between the Hologramophone and the Library, but Eddie's already
I think
dead.
Libraries.
Yeah, I think so too. I will play Hugger Mugger, who's going to capture 1. And then I'll play the 2 Avendas and a Yancey Gang. I will go to 7. I'll say check with 7. I will draw. Now I don't actually mind going to 7 here. Normally you just want to try to... I feel like you want to try to stay at 6 against Light Tasker because of the Ronnie and the Too Much to Protect. In this instance, if I force him into Shadows, he's not taking a Logos turn and he's not taking a Dis turn.
Alright, I'm going to say Dis. I will play a Harbinger. I'm going to play Infernus and purge some stuff.
Imagine Hawk is gone.
Hawk is gone. And then I'm going to play another Infernus.
Okay.
I will get the Too Much to Protect and Xeno Training.
Yeah. It's real bad to lose both of those. The TMTP is like backbreaking.
Yeah. And that was my turn.
4 Amber gone. Okay, so I'm actually super incentivized to say Shadows here, because I actually generate Amber that doesn't require pips on cards. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll say Shadows. I'm going to play Umbra. I'm going to Reap with this Avenda to shoot that Igor. It also gets a card out of Justin's hand, which feels pretty good here. Well, that certainly kills a lot of my Shadows creatures if it gets to activate. So I think it's like a neutral discard, but man, it would have been bad had it activated. I'll use the Antsy Gang to steal one. Now, I think it's we saw the Kymor leave. You've already used the Hysteria. Is it worth it to crash a Hugger Mugger into one of these Infernuses to get another card from your hand with a Vinda? It's kind of hard to say. I give you back an Amber. Otherwise, I would go to 6 and I think I actually like that. So I'll have the Hugger Mugger fight that Infernus. And then I'll reap with a Vinda and then shoot that Infernus and kill it. And we'll get another card. Okay, that one I'm much happier about. I forgot about Snecklifter. This Keyforgery should probably not be in play. Alright, so I will say check with 6, and I will draw one. That was a good hit. So
Okay. I will say Shadows. I'm going to mug the Umbra.
Dead.
I'll
Ganning, it was winning.
trust no one, steal one. I'll play Umbra and a Javinda.
Alright, I am going to go with Logos. I'm going to play Telltale Vapors. Draw to Archive. It doesn't really discard cards from hand. I'll archive this just to be safe. I will play Igor. I'll put that into my hand. I'll ditch Flyer of the Archons and Hapsis. I am going to throw away the Babbling Bibliophile since the Javinda just kills it. And then I'm going to play Eddie. I will Hologramophone and Word. Okay, I will draw 3, and unfortunately I didn't get to threaten there. Much preferred to have threatened.
I will say this. I will play Library. I will fight the Eddie. I will fight the Yancey Gang.
Okay,
Everything.
everything's good.
I do get to draw 2. And Wormhole Tech loses its ward. I will play a Snaglet. I'll play Not Finished With You. The shuffle in. Infernus.
Okay, my turn.
Yes.
Alright, I'll put my archives into my hands and say Star Alliance. I am going to play Operations Officer Ishii. I'm going to play Science Officer Morpheus. I'm going to play Science Officer Morpheus. I'm going to play First Officer Frayne, who is going to capture 3. She's strapping up. Actually, should I spread these out? Because if I just take all that, I get Team TP here, which I know you have. I should spread these out. I should put that there, and I should put this here. Yeah, so this goes over to there. And then I will zap the Snaglet. Okay. I guess technically I don't have to put it on Frayne. I could put it on like Morpheus. And then we could hot swap it to Frayne later. I think that might be better. Well, I'll go with this. I'll go to 8 and say check with 8. And I will draw 4.
Do you have one more damage to do with Zap?
Sure, dump it in the Wormhole deck. Okay. Yeah, I had 3. I just wanted to make sure the snag was there.
I'll say Shadows. I'll TMTP.
Yeah.
And play Trust No One. And I'll play Ronnie. And
okay. I am going to play Ronnie.
Okay.
2-1.
Oh.
Because of Morpheus.
God.
Oh. That's right, boys. Ronnie's here. I'm going to oubliette your Ronnie.
Uh-oh.
I am going to Kymore.
Uh-oh. This is the first game.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Maybe that's how Light Tasker loses.
Okay, and that's my turn. I'll say check with 9, and I will draw 3.
I'll say Logos. I will play Igor. I will play Quant. Play Telltale Vapors.
I did not think I could win this game until that exact moment.
I'm going to play Cutthroat Research.
Okay.
Let's deal to you.
That's fair.
I'm going to play Eddie. Archive. Play Jargogol. And Tuck. I'm going to use Hologramophone for Eddie. I played those in the wrong order. I need to play that, then that.
Okay. For your own Kymore.
Yeah.
Alright. I am... So I can actually stop this key. Yeah, I can stop this key. I'm gonna say Star Alliance. I'm gonna play Ishii. I'm gonna play Chan. I'm gonna play Morpheus. I'm gonna put a quadricorder on Chan. Frayne is going to Reap and is going to shoot Eddie, and then we'll capture 3. Actually, I can actually capture 1 on a random creature, and then the Yishis make Frayne capture 2. Ishii is going to fight that Eddie, and then Morpheus will Reap, and I will be done. I will draw 1 and then shuffle and draw. So check with 9. Have to be back to that. Hysteria. I'm actually glad I've shuffled though. Yeah, it was a lot of action for no keys. I got a feeling the next I got a feeling the Hysteria plus Infernus is gonna be bad for me. Oh yeah, Morpheus would capture 1 because of Yushi as well. I don't think the captured amber is gonna matter. Okay. I'll draw.
I will say Logos. I'll Reap a Quant. I will Reap with Igor. Reap with Jargogol. I will Thorian Plasmate Frayne where she lies. I will Hysteria off the Quant. A lot of amber here. Be glad that I destroyed your Too Much to Protect.
Yeah.
I'll play an Igor. Or discard library and Kymore. I will play Quant, play Group Think Tank, play Jargogol. Card. Tank is definitely good insurance.
Yeah.
And I'll say check with about 14.
Okay. I
do
will
Forge though.
I will Forge.
I have a Hologramophone, so I'll ward actually Group Think Tank is most important here to keep alive. Or reshuffle.
have to say Star Alliance here, I think. I'm gonna play Morpheus and Ishii, Chan, and Soto. And it is your turn on one.
Oh, Group Think Tank. It's been ready. Yeah, the quant has been insane this game, yeah. I've played like 18,000 Igors. Okay.
I mean, this is the third time through the deck.
Yeah, I will try to forge. Keyforgery happens. I will say... I'll say Shadows.
Okay.
So I do forge?
Yeah.
Okay. Right?
Yes, Keyforgery is not gone.
But it is not gone.
Which is bad. I actually want it to pop there because
Yeah.
you're probably back around to your Sneck Lifter.
Okay. I will say Logos. I will... Actually, not allowed to look at that, I think. I don't actually think you're allowed to look at the card.
The face down. I don't actually. I think that is correct.
Which is kind of stupid.
I think that is a dumb rule.
I'm gonna say Logos. I'll play Tautau Vapors. Jeez. Archive a card. I will play Incredibly Stupid. Will not play that. I will Reap with Quant. I will Reap with Igor. I'll fight the Yishi.
Yep.
Play this Whisper. I will fight the Yishi.
Yep.
I will ward Quant. Then I'll activate the tank. I will play Igor. I will play Wormhole Tech. Play Eddie. Archive a card. Play Cutthroat Research. I'm done.
I'm like seeing all these cards I dealt with 2 turns ago.
Yeah.
I'll play Venda. I'll play Jay Venda. I'll play Ronnie. And it's your turn.
Alright, I will try to forge.
And draw 3. So the thing is, with Keyforge on the table, I can't have 6 Star Alliance creatures in my hand. It was a 50-50 the previous turn.
I'll say Logos here. I'll forge.
It was a 50-50 the previous turn. It just didn't go my way.
Well,
I have to have the Morpheuses on the table. If I key forgery and Justin does not take the Logos turn, I have 2 Morpheuses in the Ronnie again, and Ronnie steals 5. So
I'll say Logos. I will Reap with the tech. And play Thorium Plasmate. I'll stuff the Avinda. I will... I'll fight Ronnie. I'll Reap with Quant. I'll play and not finish with you. To get Igor. I will Reap with the tank. Reap with Eddie. I'll ward the Eddie.
okay, I'll play Igor and lose.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought I had a chance after I had that huge Ronnie turn, but it's so hard to deal with going through that. I think the opener was insane.
The opener was pretty good.
I did not. He had the hysteria there. I was like, crap, if he's gonna hysteria, I think the game was just over at that point. The fact that Zelda hung around for as long as it did after that opener. I mean, somebody needs to go back and count exactly how many cards Light Tasker went through in that turn.
It was a lot because it was
was it 4 turns to get through the deck?
Igors. Yeah, I think
was
so.
it 4 turns to get through the deck? How are you supposed to keep up with that if you're not doing something equivalent, right? If you're playing Keyforge and your opponent is doing whatever that was, you're not playing the same game, right? Like it felt like Justin was doing vintage Magic things.
Yeah, definitely. Like that.
He played ad nauseum and drew the whole deck, right?
It was definitely a good effort by Zelda, though.
It was a pretty good game until it stopped being a good game, right?
I think if that matchup was studied and practiced, I think Zelda could probably maneuver wins against.
Yeah. I should never have played the artifacts for starters. I forget it's stupid Light Tasker. There's always an angle you forget about.
There's a lot of angles, to be fair. Okay, that was game 1.
There you go. That felt like it lived up to the hype, though.
We got
because I think that was a game that, like, despite Light Tasker doing insane things, it felt like you didn't know where it was going to go, and then Light Tasker just showed its dominance.
Well, it was like Zelda came through with a haymaker and like looked like it was getting back into it really quick, right?
Yeah.
So that was a pretty cool little twist. Okay, next matchup. I'm gonna send it back down to Roadrunner in the ring to bring us in.
And now for our second match. Ladies and gentlemen, do you like giants? Who doesn't like giants? The sponsor who put up the purse for this bout is posing us this question. What happens when a deck with 2 gigantic creatures is opposed by a virtual army of stalwart knights? The answer, ladies and gentlemen, is trial by combat. Here in this corner is the deck with 2 gigantic creatures, both Deusilius and Niflkong. Wearing the silver trunks, the Aya of Mangavard. And in the other corner, weighing in at 73 sass, with 23 creatures, 7 of them mutants, wearing the royal blue trunks, representing Sanctum, Helmalen, the director of the oppressed.
There you have it.
All right, set us up for this this next match nicely there. So
look at that sweet Helmalen Archon art. You can now appreciate it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, chat kind of covers the other one.
Tentacly
that's okay.
arts, yeah.
Please clap. Very good. Roadrunner's amazing.
Appreciate that again. So, yeah. This is the Mass Mutations matchup.
I do
not believe these played.
No, I don't think so.
I do not believe these played. So there's at least one deck that has all 3 big guys in it, but there's like 100,000 decks or whatever registered. I think there's like maybe a handful that have all 3.
Do not doubt my powers to high roll big guys. I also didn't think about that when I was booking who was playing stuff, so but it's fine. It's fine. Wait, no, he is playing big guys. No,
yeah, I'm
fine.
playing the big guys.
Yeah, it's fine.
I think two of the big guys. Yeah, I was gonna say I think double big guy is pretty relatively common.
Yeah,
relative.
The same big guy twice is like pretty good, right?
I think so, because
very consistent.
They basically overlap each other. You have 6 cards, so each half pairs with 4 other cards in the deck, at least initially, right? So
yeah, especially if it's Ultra Gravitron. Exactly. My favorite single deck intro that Roadrunner does is in the next matchup, though. So look forward to that. There's a lot of good content.
Yeah,
I'm trying to tell you.
We got
Roadrunner intros.
We got piles of content for you tonight.
We could get this game over with, so I can just click on Roadrunner and soundbites again.
For a game that didn't forge key and like,
it was over quick.
Yeah. Well, it's
Waited
because all
for
the
like-
captured amber.
Yeah, exactly.
Form
of
of
Kaiju.
Form of Giants doesn't look so hot in this matchup, right?
No. I mean, if it can deal with Deacylus, then it's fine. But otherwise, no.
Yeah, it's funny because Niflkong isn't bigger than but this deck doesn't
The
have
Dino.
the other one there,
It's
right?
got the 12 power Dino.
Yeah, but Niflkong's 13, right?
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Was it Ultra Gravitron that's 12? I can't remember.
Ultra Gravitron's 10-3 or
10-3,
something.
okay.
I mean, 3 armor is a lot of armor.
It is a lot of armor. That's a big deal.
Right, like Deacylus you can kind of plink away at with some damage here and there.
Yeah, form might not be good.
What's the 15 power dinosaur? The one that enrages. That one is bigger than Niflkong.
Is that in here? That is in here, right?
I don't know. I know the 12 power one is Gladiodontus. Yeah, Gladiodontus in there. I don't think it is. I think it's just Pterodactyl.
Paleotops and Pterodactyl, yeah.
Seven.
6.
Kong is 12. Give me a second. I'll tell you. This feels like a mulligan.
I think this is fine.
Yeah, Kong is 12. So Ty would go to Justin in those cases. I don't know why I was thinking it's 13. Bet.
Need more bets out. Oh, there's no more bets. Ooh.
Oop, well.
Bets over.
Amber can just straight be destroyed. No one bet on Helmall.
Nope.
I think
There's only
Helmall.
2 bets total, so.
I think Helmall might be slightly favored in this matchup. It's difficult to say.
Did y'all miss the bet start?
I had probably started the bets while the intro was going.
Okay, yeah, we should probably wait till after.
Yeah,
I want to distract.
that's my mistake.
Alright. It's your first.
Oh, crap. I gotta draw. Okay. I will start by playing. Go ahead, I'll draw one.
I'll say Sanctum. I'll play a Techno Knight and a Grey Rider and fight it.
Okay.
Your turn.
I am going to say Untamed. I'll discard Song of the Wild. I'll play Dino Beast and kill the. And it is your turn.
I'll say Dis. I will Mark of Dis the Dino Beast. Draw a card. I will play Gleeful Mayhem to finish it off. I
hate Mark of
will
Dis
play
so much.
a Drekker and a Snurret.
Alright, I'll play Niflkong. Go ahead.
Late.
Sorry, Niffle 8. Draw one. Go.
Alright. I will say dinosaurs. Play Captura. Play Galeatops and draw. I will play Corners and Octavia. I will play a Dreadbone Decimus and a Dreadbone Decimus, and I don't think that's worth killing a Niffle-Ape, especially because you just recur them later, so done.
Okay. I am going to say this is Saurian. I'm gonna wear the odds, the Galeatops. I will Ancient Power. I'll capture onto the Niffle Ape, board it. And then I'm gonna play It's Coming. And look at the bottom half of the. Your turn. Brawl 2.
Okay. I'll say Sanctum. I'll play Commandeer. I will play Barrister Joya and plink the ward off the Niffle-Ape. Play an Ardent Hero. And so I capture one for each of those. Capture 1 there and there. Techno Knight is gonna reap. And I will discard Cinder. I will play Bulwark. Capture. Done.
Okay. I am going to say Untamed.
Did I gain one for Barrister Joya?
I don't know. No.
I don't think I've reaped with anything, so no, I don't think so.
You reaped with only the Techno Knight.
Okay.
Before
I played 3 pips.
I captured one.
Okay.
Okay.
I think we're good. I don't think I took it. I think I just did the damage.
Okay. Okay, so Niffle Ape is going to fight I don't know who it's... I guess Niffle Ape is gonna fight Ardent Hero.
Okay.
And then I'll play Niffle Kong.
Here we go.
I think it's those 3s. And then I'll play all these nipples. This one is enhanced with the amber. Make it an amber. And it is your turn. I will shuffle and draw 2.
Okay. So I forge.
House Lock. I hate House Lock.
Yeah, House Lock is pretty.
I hate
awful.
random discard sucks, but you can play around it, right? You can adjust your plans, but House Lock you don't. It's just you're playing that house. And it's more infuriating based off of the nature of the game, the mechanically the way the game works. If I take a turn and I play 4 of a house and I draw up, I have less of a chance to draw that house, right? So I have to get really lucky to draw the house that I just played 4 cards from. And if I get locked back into that house, I may only have 1 or 2 cards to play, if at all. So
Right, I'm gonna say this. I'll reap with the Drekker and steal 1. I will reap with Snarette. I will play Break Key. I will play an Inspector. I'm going to Implosion it in Niffle Kong. Purge a card from your hand. Purge Implosion. I will Stirring Grave to archive this Grey Rider.
yeah, exactly, right? Because it's like you have to use that house that I just killed all of your creatures of.
And I'm just gonna discard this Grey.
Well, I had
Rider.
so the thing is, I would have had Niffle Kong a turn sooner had I not been locked into Untamed. Because I had the part to go get the other half of Niffle Kong, but I had to take an Untamed turn again. Instead of being able to take the... And then he... after he played all that disc stuff, he followed it up with just a shitload of Saurian shit. Alright, my turn?
Yep.
Alright, well, I'm gonna Dance of Doom for 5 to make myself feel better.
Okay. That's a lot of stuff. Good.
And then I'm gonna bow.
I always forget about that bow.
And then I'm gonna break key. That's right, the Maverick bow. Forge that key again.
Okay.
And then draw 4. Go ahead.
Okay. We'll say Sanctum and pick up the archive. I will play Golgotha, do a damage to the Niffle Ape. Grey Rider to ready and fight. So before fight 3 and then assault to play Potion. Play Bulwark. I will Reap twice. With the remaining. And say check with 8.
Okay, I am gonna say Dis. Bo is gonna fight the Ardent Hero. I'm gonna play Bonesaw. Bonesaw's gonna kill Snorret and Drekker. I'll play a Drekker of my own. And it is your turn. I will draw.
Okay, I'll forge. It's been a minute since we got to click the Bonesaw button.
Yeah, it's true.
Bonesaw was not in a lot of decks in our last tournament.
Yeah.
I don't think. Okay, I'll say Sanctum.
It was either kill the Snorret, Drekker, or just Grey Rider. I felt like I had to take the Snorret and the Drekker off the table.
Play champion, play Bulwark.
You cannot kill enough Sanctum creatures against that. He still has a Grim Reminder. He hasn't even played that yet.
I discarded it earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I missed that, but
I will. I'll reap. I will reap. I will reap. I will use the. Do I need to use the potion? I guess I don't. I'll reap with the Grey Rider. And I'll fight the Drekker.
Okay.
I'll check with 6.
okay. I am going to say Saurian. I am gonna play Consul Primuses plural. I'm gonna play Citizen Strix. Lord Golgotha kills literally every creature in this deck that isn't a huge creature.
Yep.
Strix captures one.
Or steals one.
I'll capture onto this
okay.
one, and then I'll exalt to steal one. He's got a capture icon on
I
it.
see.
And then I am going to Chant of Hubris to move the one from Citizen Strix onto the Grey. It is your turn. I'll say check with 6. I will draw 4.
Okay, I'll say Sanctum. I will play a Barrister Joya. I'll resolve that as a capture.
Okay.
I will
Cannot. I do not think I can beat the Sanctum.
murder the everything
Yeah.
with this Golgotha. And then I will reap. I guess I can get reap. 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 Ready. Reap. Reap. And I'm done.
Okay. This game. I could not draw the
No
second half of
Daesos.
Daesos. Could
All right.
not draw the second half of Daesos. I feel like I lost that game 100% to Mark of Dis. When you've got that many Sanctum creatures, you just really benefit from your opponent not doing anything for a turn. That's one of the situations you find yourself in really heavy creature decks is your guys don't necessarily have value the turn you play them, and so if you force your opponent to skip a turn and you get to deploy under the opponent's ability to answer them, then you just kind of run away with the game. I feel like
That's match 2.
Yep.
That was a quick one.
Yeah.
Decisive.
All that amber gone.
Yep. Goodbye. Delete it.
Delete it.
And
I mulliganed my opening hand and it was not great. And I drew a hand that was even worse. It felt like, and I felt like I was going to catch up the whole game. You purged Implosion, which didn't seem like a lot at the time, but it was another creature that was dead on my Dis turn, and I felt like I was like 1 or 2 creatures away from getting you to the point where you could call literally any other house other than Sanctum, right? Because I in that game, how many times did he say Sanctum? It was like 6. Right, It was just the majority of the game was play Sanctum.
That's the thing about Helmolan is once it sticks a Sanctum board, if you don't deal with it, it's gonna start beating you up.
Yeah,
and because all the stupid bulwarks and the Golgotha, the
Grey
Grey Riders,
it just killed everything on the table for free. Right, he attacked,
and I had the potion ready for Daesilus.
It was different. It would be different if he was having to trade creatures along the way, but it was literally attack with Golgotha, kill 3 creatures.
I know we're getting Nathan nice and tilted for this.
I know.
We're gonna have a cooling down period. Hopefully the lead in will cool you down a bit. So next matchup. I'm gonna go over that scene real quick. Here you have it.
All right.
And we're gonna play some more. We're gonna send down back down to
down to our ringside reporter, Roadrunner.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, a match for the Keyforge connoisseur. Each deck featuring powerful and potentially game-warping artifacts. Are we going to see endless rounds of cagey footwork? Or will one contestant get a few excellent draws and put their opponent away in short order? How this bout plays out is anyone's guess.
Indeed.
In this corner, weighing in at 72 sass, known for his consistency with no less than 6 cards which are doubled, and sporting the much maligned Heart of the Forest,
Didn't know that.
from Buenos Aires, Argentina, in the sky blue and white trunks, representing El Gimnasio de la Época de la Ascensión. Welcome, Plasoma Involun, El Doctor.
That's my favorite one.
It's a pretty good one.
And then
And in the other corner, famous for her speed, delicate frame, and evasive moves, with no less than 7 powerful artifacts, including Redacted, Autoencoder, and Quixelstone, wearing the midnight blue ninja-style bodysuit, presenting Elsana, the ancestor of industry.
there you go.
All right, there you go.
Pretty
And-
cool. Please clap.
Bring us into the next match. For anybody who has not kept up with the drama,
Give him 3 more rematches.
PogChamp is now on a rotating daily emote. So I think it was day 9 actually suggested it, that PogChamp should be a rotating emote. There's a new one every 24 hours. So I bring it up because Bearded Archer just used PogChamp for this. But yeah, there you go.
Yes, this match was put together by the Lord of Winter himself.
Yeah, King Troll.
So blame him when this lasts 12 hours.
Yeah.
Yes, every day the PogChamp emote will change who the face is.
It's gonna be a new face every day. So
Yeah, luckily there's no house locking out thing. that's
Yeah,
mentioned.
I don't think-
Bloodstone might have a Tesmal.
it's got two
Two Tesmals. Okay, well, at least you're playing it. Tesmal plus stone.
Could be bad. Lock you out of the. You have 2 creatures in the same house in play, and Tesmal just locked you out of that.
For the Keyforge connoisseur.
All right, now I will get the bets.
Okay, yeah. I mean, this Blood Summon also plays faster than Heart of the Forest most of the time too.
Yeah, it's usually much further ahead of the. Usually much further.
We
ahead
could
than
just
Heart.
discard the artifacts too.
Yeah.
It's very possible.
Elsana is a pretty good Kixelstone deck.
I think so. Yeah.
It really likes to get out the Sanctum Baldric. It likes to have Baldric on the table with Kixelstone.
It's also got that redacted.
Yeah.
Very legit.
I think so. I don't think any of the stone decks made it out. I don't think any of the stone decks made it into the play-in brackets.
No, not in Mass Mutation.
We had some Kixelstones and Worlds Collide that I think went slightly further than here. So
I feel like this deck just lacks Amber control. Probably.
yes, it does. It's primary Amber control is your opponent not being able to play the creatures.
Yeah.
So
Venus round 1 in the final bracket. Oh, okay. This is not the Stone plus 4 Spirals deck. I don't think our 4 Spiral deck has Stone.
the Forest Spiral deck has got too much to protect, which is why it's really good.
Yeah.
You just
load up the Jardas.
yeah, Question Jarda goes ham.
Were you
and
first?
Then,
or was that first?
you were first.
Okay.
You go ham with Question Jarda, and then when they kill it, you
Oh,
just TMTP them.
That deck is sweet.
That deck's fun.
Maybe
It made a fairly decent run on Worlds Collide. I think it was like a top 32 deck or so. Yeah, I do think the Mass Mutation Stone decks, and I think Mass Mutations also changes the calculus on Stone decks in general, because I think Mass Mutation decks are typically pretty good against Stone decks. Because like auto encoder, right? Like if you're playing against a Worlds Collide Stone deck and the Mass Mutation deck has auto encoder, it's just like, well, they were probably discarding these creatures anyway, right? I mean, I like that the meta changes, shifts around cards.
When Grant released the win percentages of the sets on TCO, it was like 51%, 50%, 48%, 49% for all 4 sets. So I thought it was pretty good layout. It was nice to see. So I'm first. Yeah, I'm first. I will. These are all. Do I just card? I'll just play Stone.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right. I'll say this. I'll play Dust Imp and I'll discard Streak and Yerk. And it is your turn. I will draw.
You were told that AOA was trash? I don't know why anyone would tell you that. That's crazy.
I got this Life Web. Feels pretty silly now.
I will play Sanctum. I'll play a Standard. I don't have anything to exalt. I'll play a Purify. I don't have a mutant. I'll play Gizzleheart's Wrath. Destroy each mutant creature. There are no mutants in play. I'm done. But it did gain some amber.
Okay. I am going to say Shadows. I'll play Dusk Chronicles, and I will draw a card. I am going to play Furtive Investors. And I am going to hit my own Dust Imp with a sack of coins.
Bang.
Pow!
Okay.
And it is your turn. I will draw 2.
Play Logos. I'm going to play Elithologica. For Munchling. I will play Positron Bolt. And I will play Munchling.
This is like the opposite of the last game.
That's ridiculous. Your turn. Check with 6.
Oh. Can't stop 6. I am going to say Untamed. I'm going to play Regrowth, and I am going to pull back the Dust Imp. I will play Lifeweb, and then I am just going to discard Darna, and I will say check with 7, and I will draw 2. Go ahead.
Say, I guess a Forge.
Yep.
I'll say Logos. Play Auto Encoder. Discard Smoko. Have a card. Reap with Munchling. I'm done.
Alright, I will Forge. I am going to say Dis. I'm going to play Lash of Broken Dreams. I'm going to play Tesmal, and I'll play Dust Imp. And it is your turn. I will draw 3.
Oh boy. Okay. Say Starlance. Pick up the archive. I will play Stealthster on Munchling, and Observe You Max on Munchling. I will Xeno Training to capture 1 on Munchling. I will Hadron Collision Tesmal. I'll Subdue to Do a damage and stun the imp. And I'll put an access denied on the imp. I'm done.
Okay, I am going to say Untamed. I will play Heart of the Forest.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to matter.
Yeah.
I will Persistence Hunting to tap the Munchling. And that was a stealth stir, correct?
Yes.
Bang! Perilous Wilds. Destroy each elusive creature. We trapped him. And it's your turn. I will draw 3.
Okay, I'll say Logos. Play Redacted. Play Zenzik. I'll play Causal Loop, draw a card. Archive, Causal Loop, and a card. Can't. And then I will discard Forge Compiler. Archive a card. I'm done. Draw 6.
Okay. I am going to say Shadows. I am going to play Furtive Investors. I am going to play Dusk Chronicles and archive a card. And then I am going to play Hidden Stash and archive a card. I'll say check with 7, and it is your turn. I will draw 5.
This hand is just absurd. Do I just do that? I'm kind of worried about you like saving up a forest, so I sort of want to let you forge this key.
Justin Lee.
So I'm just going to say Logos. Get a card counter on Redacted. I will play a Neurosiphon. I go to 6 and I steal 1. And draw a card. I will... I'll discard this Humex. And Reap with Zenzik. Okay, I'm done. I'll draw 1.
Alright, I will forge.
Check with 8.
I am.
This actually is a really interesting matchup.
I am going to say Dis. I am going to Hysteria. I'll replay the Dust Imp. Discard Amber Imp. I'll discard Hysteria. I'll use the Lash. Your turn. I will draw 3.
I don't forge. Okay.
Yeah, the game is moving very fast.
Question is, do I just run up this Redacted right now? I think that's actually fine. So I'll say Logos. And play a Zenzi. I still have 8 cards, so your turn.
Okay, I am going to say Shadows. I am going to Life for Life the Dust Imp and Zinzi. I'm going to discard Gamgee. I am going to Snecklifter Redacted.
So it's Shadows, but it doesn't get a counter until you call it.
Correct.
Unless you call Logos.
I can't call
Which
Logos.
you can't call because it's now Shadows.
Because I don't own a Logos card.
Yeah.
Alright, and I will draw 3. Go ahead.
Okay, so I do Forge.
Yes, for 6.
For 6. I will say Sanctum. I'll play a Free Markets. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Maximum Free Markets.
That's not good.
I will
Color. Does that have color? I don't think so.
play Gorm. Play Baldric. Play Radiant Truth. Capture 1. I'll discard Squire and Champion and Seeker. Unfortunately, I don't have anything to encode for those. And I'll say check. 8.
Okay, I will say this. I discard the Dust Imp. Play that. I don't think there's an avenue for me winning the game if I keep the if I discard the Dust Imp. I'm gonna discard Charette, right? Because the lash stops you as is, and then I'm gonna play the Dust Imp. And then I'll lash you. Then I draw to is your turn.
Okay.
I wonder if I held the Sneck Lifter slightly longer if I.
What were you gonna Sneck Lift?
The Gorm.
Sneck Lift Gorm, yeah. I'm gonna say Sanctum. I'm gonna Gorm that lash. I will fight Sneck Lifter. Gain 2. I'll play a champion. I'll discard Squire Alice. I will discard. Oh no, I'll play Purify. I have no mutants. I'll play.
There are no mutants in the deck.
Gizelhart's Wrath. Destroy all mutants. And I'm done.
So if I don't quite have it. I have Full Moon and Chota and Darna and Duskwitch and Fanghouse. I don't have a way to forge here because of the Pixel Stone. I would have needed to have gotten the Nepenthe Seed down as well sooner. But I think there was like an avenue if I had waited on the Sneck Lifter to get
Sneck
the
Lift Gorm, hold it a turn, win with Untamed, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. It was a good game.
That was a good game.
It was
cool
very
matchup.
entertaining. There's a lot of yeah. It's one. It's just a real weird game, right? Like Duskwitch, for instance, is almost useless in this matchup. That's why I archived it several turns earlier. Because of just the 7 creatures in the table, and I got a Duskwitch on the table.
That was not so bad, no. That was fun.
So,
that was a good matchup.
Yeah, if Seed was out earlier, I might have been able to. I don't think there's a good way to kill the Dust Imp during my Untamed turn. I was thinking I was going to have to kill the Dust Imp during my Untamed turn to get the Amber needed to win with Chota, which is why I put the Dust Imp on the table. Maybe there's an argument to just discard the Dust Imp. I don't know. So
we did spoil the cards.
Yeah,
they're in the Sanctimonious Discord now. If you need to, you want to check them out.
Yeah, we it's the very beginning of the VOD, which I don't know if you can watch right now.
You
can't go backwards in time. Never mind. But once the VOD's done, you can go back and watch at the very beginning.
Okay, so are you ready for the main event?
The main event. Oh, we got all the.
They're not on the website. I actually didn't link them anywhere because I'm terrible. I was busy working on other stuff. Okay.
Yeah, we didn't put them on the website.
No. I did drop the full images in Sanctimonious Discord so that people could do whatever they wanted with them, though. So that was my compromise. But are you ready?
All right, now, everybody.
Here's the champion.
You've paid for the whole seat, but I assure you, you're only going to need the edge.
Here we go. Everybody, listen up. The Roadrunner.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for our main event. Keyforge fans might recall the best of 3 grand finale of the Tournament of Champions. The first game saw Confage win 3 keys to 0, a landslide. The second game went to Jackfeed, as Redacted allowed for forging the last 2 keys in quick succession. But then when the lack of amber control in Brobnar allowed the third game to be lost by Canphage in exactly the same way, her fans began shouting, "Stop the steal! Stop the steal!" clamoring for this rematch. Her generosity will break your neck. When Carthage Lady General draws near, Lee half her deck. Feeling strong now, won't be long now. Feeling strong now. And now, for our main event, the title match. Presenting Richmond Sealed Vault Tour winner, weighing in at 78 sass, in the red trunks with neon green trim for Brobnar and Mars. She's blessed with everything a complete fighter needs. Expected amber, amber control, board control, speed. But what she doesn't yet possess is the title belt. Welcome, Canphage, the Lady General of the Keep. And in this corner, we have our current title holder, wearing the gray trunks with rose-colored trim for shadows and dis, and weighing in at 69 sass. Some say this light heavyweight had no business winning the championship, that it was all a fluke, but say that to his sparring partners who have heard the thundering cadence of his skipping rope for 10 minutes or more. Welcome your champion, Mr. Jackfeet, the perfect commander.
Please clap. Thank you once again to Roadrunner.
We hope you've enjoyed this audio-visual experience that Justin slaved away all weekend building. Do not get used to that. However, we feel like we need to do something special for this, our first fight night. So, yeah, there you go. Final thank you to Roadrunner. He really brought that whole project together for us. So,
yeah, he gave me the motivation to add a little bit of extra flair to that intro.
All right, so
this is a title match for the Tabletop Royale Championship belt.
All right, the first title defense. It is a rematch of the title shot in the first place. So, Roadrunner did a pretty good job of summing up the previous match. Yeah, so I think without further ado, we'll just jump right into the game.
This will be a best 2 of 3 falls match.
So, let me get...
And I'll be playing Jackfeet the whole time, and Nathan will be playing Confage the whole time. As we did before.
Alright, and gambling is initiated.
8.
Also 8.
Show the Confage the belt. Here you go, Confage. There's the belt. You want to inspect that? Yep, it seems to be legit. Okay. The press conference. Did you remember I'm at slightly shifted at the top? I would not doubt it. Let's see. I fixed it.
It's been a sweaty night at Keyforge.
Yep.
Yeah, it's true.
That's true.
Yeah. You even purged my drummer knot. I don't even think I had generosity that game. I don't remember if I did or not. I do remember the harder they come being played on drummer.
Let's see if Mr. Jackfeet can upset once again. Although, does it still count as an upset if it has the title? I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think
I think
so.
at this point, Conphage is the
Did I reroll? Did you roll 4? I didn't reroll.
Okay.
Okay.
I think game two was not hitting the proliferator off the generosity, and then game 3 was a very bad. And then losing, and like it was a bad draw magnified by me having to play things at the wrong time in the game. I couldn't protect anything. Right. It's easier, like if Conphage can protect certain pieces from Infernuses and the various purging that goes on in Jackfeet, then
That's first.
feel a lot safer. But this one's honestly not too bad of a draw, but we ship it back anyway. Hungry. Yeah.
I keep this.
Hear the sirens, Eddie? Hear them in the distance? It's the ambulance. Conphage called for Jackfeet.
Tilt juice power.
Tilt juice. Game 3 was not. I lost game 3, but game 3 was not tilting.
No, it was fun.
Because it was
just like hyper quick. And
nothing tilts me like skipping a turn to
Yeah.
control the weak or
well, bad news.
Mark of Dis.
Bad news.
Conphage plays pretty well against Mark of Dis.
Yeah, true.
So you literally cannot mark me into shadows. And half the time, if you mark me into either Brobnar or Mars, it's because I want to be saying Mars or Brobnar 1,000 times in a row. So, yeah. Eddie gets a treat. All right, before the
start of the game, give Eddie that treat. Treat.
5,000 new friends.
Okay. Reminder: you can book future title matches.
Yeah.
Whoever wins this match,
those are channel point options now. So
that will set cards up for future fight nights. We will do them as often as once a week, if it comes to that. My goal is like once every 1 to 2 weeks. Would be good.
Yeah, that's what we're projecting at least.
Yeah. Also, we have to kill time until March. So.
Yeah, exactly. We're under the impression that it's going to be March before Dark Titan comes out, so we got a little bit of time to fill.
Play a Nobu Dynamo.
Okay, I am just going to start with Shadows. I'll play Diveness by Master and Merkins. Just play the top card. Let's get this under Infomorph.
There you go.
All right.
I'll start my turn. I'll discard this QMX. I will say Shadows. I will play Spike Trap. I will play Reckless Rizzo. I will play Bad Penny. I'll play Bow. I don't think there's a reason not to play Bow. Your turn.
All right. I am going to say Shadows. I am going to Oubliette Rad Penny. Merkins is going to fight Reckless Rizzo. I'm going to Diveness by Master to have the info. Reckless Rizzo.
My own Infomorph.
And it is your turn. I will draw one.
Okay, Nobu will discard the Effervescent. Sort of unfortunate. I will play Dis. I will play Inspector. I'm gonna play Break Key. I will use Spike Trap to pop the Inspector. Purging, Mars needs Amber. That's
Not a bad one.
good. I will play Dominator Bobble.
Prefer to have it than not have it. So
I'll play Brabble. I'll play Infernus, and I think I'm gonna get Oubliette and Merkins is probably fine. Merkins can be scary, I guess. Alright, I'm done.
I think Merkin's hit one of your least impactful cards in the deck.
Oubliette is a good hit, though.
Yeah, Oubliette's definitely a good hit. Yeah, there's a lot of creatures I don't really want to play against. If I can help it. Okay, I am going to say Brobnar. I'm going to play Rock Hurling Giants. I am going to hurl a rock at Brabble. And then I'll play Bramo. And it is your turn. I will draw 4.
Try the turn.
Why are you chewing on the...
Eddie, stop,
Why are you chewing
stop
on
eating
that?
your bed, please.
Why are you chewing on the bed? There's all kinds of chew toys in this room. In this very room.
Please, Eddie.
Yeah, actually, it's a good point, Dr. Beppis. I could kill the Infernus and then the Bramo kills the Brabble.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, it's much better. I was trying to figure out a way to get some damage in the Novu Dynamo, but fell short. I was going to end up probably killing the Bramo anyway. I didn't want the Bramo hanging around. That 1 amber from the Signifier wasn't going to matter, I think. So.
I'll discard this diametric charge and get an amber. I will play Shadows. Play a Demo Thief. I'm gonna play Red Penny and draw. And Knithing will just read 6. Your turn.
Okay. I am... He's got the sneaky check. I am going to say Shadows. I'm going to Nerve Blast and Smoke Bow. Excuse me. Sir, can we get security?
Yes.
Could we get security?
He is security.
Okay. Well, if security, could you take care of the situation? Alright. And I'll just Reap with Dipno, and it's your turn.
Did you get the one for it?
I did.
I will start the turn, discard this Infomorph to forge. I will play Shadows. I'll look over there, the Rock Hurling Giant, steal 1.
One of the I guess more frustrating aspects of this matchup.
I'm gonna hit Bramo.
Yeah. One of the more frustrating aspects of this matchup is the nickel and diming that Jack Feet does throughout the whole.
I'm gonna fight and fight.
For instance, I have had no amber this game, right? Like none whatsoever.
Okay.
My turn. I am going to say Mars. I'll play Mother Gun. I'm going to put Containment Field on Nova Dynamo. I'll play Glixel Proliferator. I'm going to Hypnotic Command 1 onto the Nova Dynamo. And then I'm going to Dipno to Reap with the Rock Hurling Giant. It's your turn. I will draw 4.
Start of the turn. I'll discard this Titan Engineer. I will say this. I will Gateway, or I'll Dominator to fight the Proliferator, and he'll die. I will Pain Reaction the Spy Master. I'll play a Brabble, and I'll discard Gateway to Dis.
Okay. I am going to save Brobnar. I'll play War Chest. Rock Hurling Giant will fight the Brabble. Play Foozle. Ganger Chieftain to ready Foozle. Ganger Chieftain. Don't quite have a good way to use Foozle twice there. The Brabble is at least off the table at this point. Okay. Good.
The Shadows. I will play Radpenny.
I could have 5 Oubliettes in this matchup. I don't think it would be enough.
I'll play Subtle Auto. I will Opportunist.
That helped me.
Yep. Alright, I'm done.
Okay. I am going to say Brobnar. I'm going to discard Coward's End to kill the Rad Penny. I hate shuffling it in the deck, but I don't at least I don't have to fight twice. I'm going to play Wallop. I'm going to Reap with Foozle. Rock Hurling Giant will fight Subtle Auto. War Chest for 1. I'll Reap with Ganger Chieftain. And I'll with the Ganger Chieftain. And it is your turn. I will say check with 7.
I'll say Dis. I will mark the Wallop. Play
Skicks me.
a Bobble. Play the Skicks. Alright, I'm done. Check with 6.
Okay, I'll
Use
play
your Forge.
I'll play First Blood and Forge. I'll draw one. Go ahead.
Alright, I will Forge. Play the Shadows. I will Dark Wave. Play the Rad Penny. Draw. And done.
Okay, I'll say Mars. I am gonna Mother Gun Skixuno for 4.
Dead.
I will play Shockworm, Stormcrawler, Xanthix Harvester. I'm gonna Generosity for 4 cards. Because I have not found a Mars first yet. I am going to Mars first, the Harvester. And then I am going to Orbital Bombardment, nothing. And it's your turn. Draw 2. Hey, you dog. You. Go
Okay,
ahead.
I'll say Logos. I'll play Redacted. I will Cyberclone to purge the Harvester and play Even Ivan Munchling. Your turn.
Not a turn. Not a turn I want to take. I have to. Not a great turn, no matter how I slice it. See, at this point, it's one of those where Redacted closes out the game. So if I just let you have all this logos garbage on the table, then I lose the game to it, right? So I guess I have to say Mars here. I'm gonna Mother Gun even Ivan for 1. I'm gonna Reap with the Stormcrawler. Zizek Shockworm is gonna Reap. And then I'm gonna Mars first the Shockworm to kill Even Ivan. So I cannot win the game if Even Ivan keeps taking me off of keys. I'll say check with 7, and your turn I'll draw. And that at least cuts down your cuts down the amount of logo stuff you can do on your logos turns.
Alright, I'll say Shadows. I'll look over there to steal 1, do a damage. I will play Dark Wave for 2 more damage. And I'll play a Vandalize. Get that. I will Dark Wave.
Okay. Let's do this game.
And Red Penny is gonna just Reap. You have Ronnie in there? Oh.
No, there's no Ronnie in the deck.
You have TMTP, but that's it.
Okay, I will Forge. And I will Swindle. Okay. It's your turn.
Play this. Lamp Spectre. I'll Implosion the Imp Spectre. The card.
Worse and worse situations.
You did this, Claymore. You have to watch for Dusk Chronicles.
If this were like a best of 3, I probably would have scooped earlier in the game to save my sanity to move on to the next game, if that makes sense to anyone, right? If I keep playing out the rest of the game, I think it just tilts me further, and then I have that on my mind. Like if this were like an actual like Vault Tour.
For like an actual match.
Yeah.
Let's check what's up.
Okay, so Dusk Chronicles, but I don't think this card does anything with Amber. It does not, so let's see.
Okay. Game 1.
Whoa. Could not find the Mars first. I had the Proliferator and the Generosity for a large portion of that game.
That's pretty good. Jackfeet has just a lot
I don't. No, I think
disruption.
Jackfeet is a good deck.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Jackfeet is definitely a good deck. I mean that I think a lot of things lined up terribly that game for me. It was, I mean, I had skipped a whole turn. I mean, I think I finished, or I think I ended up skipping more turns than I wanted to that game because you have to set up the huge turn for Confage, so it's emotionally exhausting.
You might have to put like a limit on rematch clauses. We'll see.
If you want to keep seeing the match, I'll keep playing it, but
it's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those where very early in the game, I was like, I can't win this game. I have not generated Amber in 5 turns, right? Like, how long did I go before I drew anything that could generate Amber? It was to my advantage to not generate Amber. Justin did not steal like 3 more Amber because I didn't generate it, right?
Yeah, because I had to play like a couple blank rad pennies.
You played some random rad pennies. Brabble could have destroyed more Amber. Like it was to my advantage to not generate Amber. So it's possible the correct play was to go slightly even further into the game without actually generating any Amber. That way, Jackfeet is just, Novu Dynamo is really bad in this matchup. I want to say, I would love to go back and look at the first 3 games to see how important Novu Dynamo is, because Novu Dynamo is something I cannot drum or not off the table. I can
you have to cards end it, but
I can wallop it, I can Gengar Chieftain a Lollop into it to kill it. Or I have to have the Blood of the Titans on something to go kill it. But it also just generates Amber for Justin passively. He didn't have to say look, he's just bouncing between Shadows and Disc for much of that game, until he got to the point where he felt like he had to say Logos again, right? So, and I think Justin, in this matchup, Justin wants to say Shadows over and over and over again, right? Just play the same 2 rad pennies 15 times. So, Jack Feet 2-0s, we riot. Jack Feet 2-0s, I'll be very disappointed. But I think it'll be empirical evidence at that point.
Yeah.
I think it'll be irrefutable. I still think Compphage has a slight advantage, despite being only 75, despite being only 25% against Jack Feet, right?
I guess you want to choose who goes first?
We random it
okay.
the whole time before.
So I'm first?
Yeah.
All right. I will keep. Jeez.
An AOA champions.
Really want AOA champion? Yeah, that's fair. Jack Feet, I mean, Compage probably has the best chance of AOA, right? Of our collection, easily. Not to say there's not other good contenders in our AOA collection. I think there are. All right, so I'm first. You're good?
Yeah.
I'll play Redacted.
Okay, I will say Mars, I'll play Mother Gun, and a Xanthix Harvester. Draw 2.
I will say Logos. Play Mix and draw. Play a Smoko. Play an Engineer. Here.
Okay, I'm gonna say Mars, Mother Gun the Q-Mex, Containment Field the Engineer, and then I'll read the Xanthix Harvester. That's your turn. I will draw
1. I will say Logos and pick up the archive. I play a Q-Mex and draw. I get a counter and Redacted. I'm gonna Effervescent to destroy an Amber.
Okay.
I'm gonna fight that guy. And I'll Reap with Smoko. Done.
Okay, so you have a chain.
I have a chain. I do not shed it.
Okay, I am gonna say Shadows. I'm gonna play Gamgee. I'm gonna Dusk Chronicles and Archive. And I'll Nerve Blast and shoot Cubes. And your turn.
I'll say Shadows. I will play a Red Penny and draw and steal. I will play a Vandalize. Draw.
This could be bad. Yeah, it wasn't a windmill.
It was not a windmill slam.
Not a windmill slam. So
I will play Bow. Play Reckless Rizzo. Chain and draw 1.
So plans change, I guess. I am going to say Mars. I'm gonna Mother Gun Rizzo. I'll play a Shockworm and a Storm. It is your turn. Draw 2.
Play Dis. I will play a Dominator Bobble. Play a Break Key. I will Gateway. Draw. And then I destroy I guess I can do either of these first. I'll do this one first. Destroy.
I think you'd rather that
archive, and then this dies. This shuffles. And then I will play in Furnace. You got 1 pip in here, so I'll get Dust Chronicles, and I will get the Harvester. And that is it. Drop a chain and draw 3.
That's Swindle. I think that's about as good as time as any. It's your turn.
Alright, I'll say Shadows. I'll play a Demo Thief. I will Opportunist the Infernus. Capture 1. I'll play a Spike Trap. And I'm done. Drop a chain.
Yeah, I am going to say Shadows. I will Dusk Chronicles and Archive. I will Merkins the top card. Ooh, interesting. I guess I'll mark in Furnace. I think it is better for me to not have you cast this than it is for you to be locked out, or for you to be locked into this there. All right, it's your turn. I'll draw 3.
All right, so this I will Reap with Infernus. I will Reap with the Demo Thief. I actually kind of wish I could let you forge here. Like I wish Spike Trap would let you forge, but unfortunately it makes me steal 1. So I think I am just done.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna say Brobnar. Play War Chest. I'm gonna play Signal Fire.
Oh, I could fight with Infernus, right? It's too late.
Do you want to?
It's
up to you.
I know too much now.
Okay.
Right, because you started calling Brobnar, so.
Okay. I will this really isn't any better. So I'm gonna discard the Coward's End. I think the chains could hurt me here. I will Ganger Chieftain the Merkins into Infernus. And I will play Drummerknot to bounce the Ganger Chieftain. I'll play the Ganger Chieftain, have the Drummerknot fight Demo Thief.
Okay.
2 bounce 3 Drummerknot will fight Demo Thief, so you'll steal 1. It takes 2. Then I'll Ganger Chieftain Merkins into the Infernus. Otherwise, my Drummerknot dies fighting the Infernus. Okay, and it is your turn, and I will draw 5.
Okay. I will say Logos. I'll pick up the Archive. Will Cyberclone the Drummerknot. Yeah, draw. I get a play QMax and draw. Diametric Charge. play Even Ivan, play Infomorph, and done. Check with 6.
Okay, I will say Shadows. I am gonna Nerve Blast Cyber Clone. Oubliette the QMax. Play Diagnose Spy Master. So I am gonna Signal Fire so that Ganger Chieftain can fight you. It is your turn. I will draw 3. Say check with 6.
I'm gonna say Dis. I will Dominator Bobble to Reap with the clone. I'm gonna play Inspector. I'm gonna use Spike Trap. Purge a card. For Proliferator. I'll play a Brabble. And I'm done.
Alright, so I will Forge. I am going to First Blood. The Proliferator was the one card I did not want to discard from. I'll play a Foozle and a Lollop, and I'll draw 4.
So I'll Forge.
I think I would be in a lot better shape. I'm not sure if I can do anything now.
Well, I'll say Shadows. I will play Red Penny and draw. I will play 2 Dark Waves. Rabble. Play a Subtle Auto. Play Red Penny. Discard the Titans.
Actually wanted that there.
And I'm done.
Okay. Take just an awful turn, but next turn gets to be good. I'll say Shadows. I'll discard my bad penny. I'll play it too much to protect, and it's your turn. Good.
I think I just say Shadows and I'm done.
Okay. I will put my archives into my hand and say Mars. I am going to Mother Gun Infomorph for 3. I'll play Mars Needs Amber. I am going to Orbital Bombardment, show you 3 to shoot the Infomorph, the Cyber Clone, and Subtle Auto. I have to hang on to the Mars first here, in case so I can like hit a Mars creature on Boomerang. So I'm gonna Generosity for 12, draw 1, and then shuffle and draw 11 more. I lost 2 of my Martian creatures. It's worse than that. The losing the Proliferator is just like, it was a 1 in 6 at the time. Now I had lots of other Mars stuff that would have sucked if it had been hit, but I think the Proliferator makes it very difficult for me to win. I think I've like got this is I think this is the first game I actually caught a break with Merkins. I don't think I've Merkins anything to the level of Mark of Dis up to this point. So all right, so that 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Absolutely. Well. Okay, well. I am going to play Stormcrawler. I will Hypnotic Command 1 onto the not draw a card Rad Penny. I'll discard Containment Field. I will play Mars Needs Amber. Mars first the Stormcrawler to ready and reap with it. And then I will Mars first the Stormcrawler to ready fight Rad Penny. It only does 1 damage, but it's only gonna do 1. Okay. And it is your turn.
Okay. I will say this. I'm gonna reap with Rad Penny. I will play a Bobble. Play a Brabble. Play a Pain Reaction.
On Foozle?
Yeah, but I'll play a Skixuno after that.
Okay, so did you want to Pain Reaction something else so that Skixuno is bigger?
Oh yeah, I would Pain Reaction something else.
So it's 5. I lose 1.
Make you lose 1, shuffle this in. I get 5.
Rad pennies make me see red.
Yeah. At least Evil Sea Urchin doesn't shuffle himself into the deck.
Yeah. I think this is a Gobnar turn. That. This, that. Okay, I'll say Brobnar, play Rock Hurling Giant, giving him the Blood of the Titans. We're gonna ganger him into the Skixuno. I will War Chest, play Brammo, and it's your turn. Say check with 6.
Play some Rad Pennies? Okay.
Play the Rad Pennies.
If you insist. I'll look over there, the Giant. I'll play a Rad Penny. Play a Rad Penny.
Okay, gonna say Shadows. Gonna TMTP.
Ooblet. Okay, that was rude.
I'll Nerve Blast the other Rad Penny. And then I'll Nerve Blast my own Brammo. Play a Gamgee. I'll discard my bad penny.
Two.
So check with 7, and I will draw 5. Mike Tyson earbite.
It was very unsportsmanlike. Okay.
C. Fagin.
Well, I think I have to say dis. Play Inspector. I will Implosion Inspector and Gamgee. Purge a card. Maybe missed a steal. You played 2.
I played 2.
You did. You did.
I did?
I would not do that then.
Okay.
Did you play 2 Nerve Blasts?
I was at...
Because you TMTP'd and you
I
went
did Nerve
to...
Blasted twice.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, I will play Logos in that case. So play Forge. I will play Novu and Infomorph and Munchling. I'm done.
Okay. I will Forge. Robnar. First Blood. For 6. Dumping all 6 in the Novu Dynamo. Discard Cowards in. Use a Rock Hurling Giant to finish off the Novu Dynamo. Ramo fights Munchling. Rock Hurling Giant reaps. Ganger Chieftain reaps.
Thanks for the follow, Ephemerity.
Ganger Chieftain slings Bramo into Infomorph. Or chest for 2. 7. Say check with 7. Draw.
You win. I got nothing. I could not even stop one. Yeah.
Through the Redacted. Through Drummernaut and Proliferator and Harvester. So I knew I had the Hypnotic Command left in the deck, but you purged half of the Martian creatures by purging 2 of them.
Yeah.
So I knew it could only be so big.
Ooh-wee. Okay. Game 3 time.
Ugh. I felt like I fought through a lot of adversity with that game.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have played the second Red Penny or something like that. Yeah.
To stop me?
Well, to play around TMTP a little bit.
Oh.
Because I went to 8.
I think you know you can lose the game if I TMTP. Now I had the Swindle. When I drew like 3 Mars cards and then I drew like a crap load of Shadow stuff. So which expansion has the best decks? I think there's good expansion. I mean, this is a cop-out answer, but I think every expansion has great decks.
Absolutely. I do like Worlds Collide a lot, but there are some duds in Worlds Collide. Mutation probably for like the most bang for your buck.
Probably
most average bang for your buck.
It's probably a tie between Mass Mutations and Worlds Collide.
Yeah.
As far as like what you can open and do really well with. I think AOA and Coda both have a lower average. Honestly, I think Coda's average might even be less than AOA's. It's really hard to tell. But AOA pairs better against Worlds Collide and Mass Mutations. So
they're
AOA
really
is very
AOA.
cheap, right? I think you're gonna pay. You can buy decks at bulk and still probably find. Yeah, exactly. Right. That's the thing. It's
decks,
like if we look at, because like Coda is literally half of the decks in circulation, right? So.
Okay, here we go.
All right, took it to game 3 at least.
I must have made a mistake in there somewhere. I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't have lost that game.
I think as unlucky
maybe I should have taken that disc turn and just like tried to hit something with Inspector, but you still would beat me.
If you hit the Swindle, I think I lose.
Well, you could have just taken a Brobnar turn and
right. Almost. I'm saying. I think if you hit Swindle, and you can like stop my key and you can do some other stuff, I think I lose the game because I was holding the Swindle. I was just like death grip onto that Swindle.
That Swindle probably would have done it at some point.
Yeah.
I needed to forge any number of those times I threatened and then close the Redacted, but you kept stopping it.
Yeah. Well, I had the answers then, so
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think every set has a highlight, right? Like, there's anybody who tells you, in Keyforge, like, this set is the best set, they're lying to you.
They're wrong. Yeah.
They're wrong. So.
Thanks for the follow by Kawhi.
So I am going first.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, I think every set's got its merits, and there are decks. There are decks that you have to play to understand why they are good. So I recommend just playing your decks. It sounds silly, but that's what I would do. I would
What a
just
dumb thing to say. I'm gonna mulligan this hand. So I'll show you the hand, and it's questionable, but like,
yeah. Well, you don't want to start with
Bo never hits. First of all,
yeah.
in this matchup, Bo rarely.
You
hits.
don't want and you don't want
this makes it vulnerable to like Oubliette.
You don't want to expose that's the better red penny,
Yeah.
right? So you don't want to expose that.
Yeah.
Too early, because like I have to basically use my cards as I draw them because of the constant discard and stuff like that. So
You have 2 decks. Nice.
yeah,
That's all you need.
yeah, that's all you need. If all of your friends have 2 decks, you actually have an amazing number of possible games that you can play. So.
Name every Archon.
Name every 2.1 million Archons. Was this the bet from last game?
I think so.
I'll get the bet surface.
Get your bets out. This is it. This is the finale. We've gone to game 3.
A title match.
Whoever wins this will hold the title, whether retain or gain.
Yeah, I mean, there are people who still think that there are people who like love Mars, right? From Brazil, cool. There's actually a decent sized player base down there, I think.
There's no Italy. Italy is full up with Keyforge players.
Woman that comes to gnomes, huh?
It's pretty funny. Okay.
And that name is not banned?
Nope. It's there.
Fair
it's
enough.
registered. You mulliganed as well.
I did. It's down to 6.
Okay.
Okay, I guess I'll start with Bob and I'll play a war chest.
I'll say logos.
Draw one.
Play an engineer, play infomorph. I will discard Effervescent. Effervescent actually is not amazing in this matchup either.
Yeah, there's like that deck is always ahead on Amber.
There's like very few times when you need it. Like if it could get archived somehow, great. But
Yeah.
it's not. You can't really target archive that much in this deck.
I can tell you what I don't want to do, and that's play any of the cards in my hand. It's actually losing some number of these. Can't afford to chain myself. I'll play Orbital Bombardment. I'll show you 3 Mars cards. I'll shoot down the Titan Engineer. Discard the Hidden on Command. Play the Mars first. Play the Mars first. Hate doing it. Go ahead. I'll draw 4. I really hate doing that there.
Yeah.
But I cannot be chained in this matchup.
I'll say this. I will play
Just terrible start.
Bobble, discard Gateway. I'll play Brabble. I will furnace those.
Yeah.
Mars firsts.
There's like a chance maybe that he doesn't have the Infernus here. I would, if I were Justin, I'd mulligan for Infernus because I think it's like the most important card in the matchup.
It's usually not that good early, but
I'd still mulligan for it because
Yeah.
you're trying to nickel and dime me, right?
Mhm.
Like Any pips?
Really, almost any creature or anything you can get with it are pretty impactful.
Okay, I am going to say Shadows. I'm going to play Dusk Chronicles. Real tough choice as to what to archive here. Because I feel like everything has a role to play. I'll archive this. That may be the wrong call. I'll play Gamgee. I'll discard this Nerve Blast. I wanted to play that Nerve Blast for value, but once again, we gotta move. I gotta move to something that does something.
Move it. Alright, I'll say Logos. I'm gonna play Redacted. I'll play a Munchling and Even Ivan. I'll play Novu Dynamo. I'm gonna Diametric Charge my Munchling. Which plays around Coward's End, but plays into Marzian's Amber, but I'm not generating a lot of Amber right now, so I'm gonna Reap with Infomorph.
I feel like I should have archived one of the other cards in my hand now. Now that I'm here in this moment, it was a tough choice. My decision point was archive a Brobnar card, because with the Mars first gone, my way to win the game is with Brobnar. Or archive the single Mars card in my hand, having just played 4 Mars cards, right? And then I drew more Mars cards now. So I think I have to say Mars. Pick up archives. I'm gonna Generosity for 6. A big Generosity is just not gonna happen this game. I'm not gonna win the game off of Generosities. Okay, well, that's something. This makes you engage with me. And I am going to Containment Field, the Dynamo. I'll play Shockworm and I'll play Prolifer. And
Joke's on you, he's dead.
Okay, fair enough.
He is dead. Alright, I'll say Dis. I will mark the Shockworm.
Not living the turn, but
I will main reaction the Shockworm. Play Inspector, play Break Key, play Brabble. I will fight the Shockworm.
Prolifer.
Prolifer. I'll Reap with Infernus, Reap with Brabble.
Okay, take your turn.
Okay.
Say Mars, go.
Forge.
I wonder if I should have kept my opener. I don't know. I don't know. My opener was not great. My opener was like a 3/2/2, and I thought, hey, I can draw better than that.
I think it is this turn. 2, 3, 4, 5 Reaps. Say check 6.
Coward's End.
Okay. So Inspector happens. A rock hurling
I wonder if
giant.
it's actually correct to
Play it, throw a rock at it.
no. I wonder if it was. I have the Ganger Chieftain in my hand and the Drummer Knot. I wonder if it was correct. I didn't want to lose the combo, but I wonder if it was correct to like play and damage these so that way I don't lose them. Okay. Anyway, I'll play Lollop. I'll Ganger Chieftain the Lollop into Even Ivan. I will play Drum or Not. Put Blood the Titans on Drum or Not. Ganger Chieftain the Drum or Not into Munchling. Bounce 3 on the Ganger, 3 on the Drum or Not. Bounce 4. 4 is Reap. And bounce, and 5. 5 is Reap. 6 is Bounce. 6 is Play and Reap. Ganger goes back to the hand, and I War Chest for 3. Killed 3 creatures with lights. And it is your turn. I will. Actually, I think it's more correct to play the Ganger Chieftain on this side and Reap with Wallop.
Okay.
Than it is to. Because I need to draw cards. So check with 7.
Do you want Ramber for that?
It's the same. It's
okay.
The difference is that Ganger Chieftain ends up in play.
Nice.
And I'll draw 3. Go ahead.
Alright, I'll play this. I'll just play Skixuno.
Okay.
I'm done.
Alright, I'll forge. I am going to say Shadows on discard. Bad Penny. I am going to Merkins your top card. With Thief. I can use. I'll play Gamgee. I'll play this too much to protect. And it is your turn. I will draw 4.
I'll say Shadows. I will. I'll look over there to kill the Dame of Thief. I will play Dark Wave. Play Subtle Auto. Play Opportunist.
You gotta be kidding me.
I'm done.
Have to actually be joking. Okay. I am going to say Brobnar. I'm going to play Foozle. I will Ganger Chieftain Foozle into the Skixuno. And then I'll War Chest for 1. And it is your turn. I will draw 3.
Say Logos. Play Cyberclone. I will purge the. I'll purge the. Purge Foozle. I'll play QMX and draw. Play Infomorph, play Smoko. Your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna say Brobnar. We're gonna play Signal Fire. I'm gonna have the Ganger Chieftain fight the Smoko. And then I will play Bramo.
Okay.
Yep. And then I'm gonna War Chest for 1. It is your turn. I'll 2.
Say Logos. I will fight Bramo. Will fight. I am done.
Okay, going to say Mars. I am gonna play Mother Gun. I'm gonna Stormcrawler, Xanthix Harvester. I'll play Mars Needs Amber. Turn. I will draw and shuffle and draw.
I'll say Logos. I'm done.
I need like a destroy them all if I ever want to win this game. He only has to forge 2 keys. I have to forge all 3 through all the purging. And I'll spite Swindle.
Okay.
That's game.
Yep. Say Logos. Redacted.
Cannot do it.
Key is forged.
Cannot do it.
And still, your Tabletop Royale champion, Mr. Jackfeet. His commanding was too perfect. There are no more questions involved.
Yeah. It's not a good matchup for Confage, I gotta say.
There's just so much like disruption, a little bit.
It's here and there.
Yeah.
And so When my original
Play Jack Feet's song. Okay, I will play Jack Feet's song.
my original calculation for the match was Confage just has to avoid Jack Feet getting lucky one time through the game. But
I can play the song.
I was gonna explain the matchup. Go ahead and play.
Pre-rant. I'm gonna play the song.
Okay. Well, I mean, I wasn't in like ranting mood. I was in like a.
Let Jack Feet celebrate for 1 minute. Stop the steal.
Yeah.
Feeling strong now.
Feel very strong.
Won't be long
Get back
now. Feeling
Wash you out
strong
There you
now.
go. Title belt defended.
Still the champion.
I don't think there's any questions at this point. So the thing is,
Oh, Claymore. Claymore, do not rematch this. I mean, you can if you want. If
you
want
can't.
truly
I'm
stop
not
the
going to
steal.
stop you.
Adler.
Fugitive
Ooh.
Adler. Okay.
He's getting this belt on Confage somehow.
All right.
Adler is a good one. That's
All right.
fair.
All right.
Adler's
The
a good
next fight night is going to be Fugitive Adler versus Jack Feet.
We can plan that for next Sunday if y'all get undercard matches in.
Yeah.
But
so
you got time to think about it. We got Monday and Wednesday to consider.
Yeah, we'll promote the undercard matches throughout the week, and see if we can get a fight night rolling.
Adler's a good
Sunday.
choice. Man, that was a match.
Yeah, so here's the thing: is my original calculation was Confage just has to not get unlucky one time during the game. Okay, and so in my head I was like, that's fine, right? I can assume some amount of risk. I can lose one or two pieces. The problem is that Fugitive Adler is basically has a chance to get lucky every turn of that game.
Yeah.
Right?
Because it's like
That's-
in Dis, it's got Infernus, and then in Dis, it's got Inspector, Implosion.
Yeah.
It's
And
got Discard
I
and
think
Shadows,
there are-
Vandalize.
There are, and while it is true that Confage can have a draw that is very difficult to beat, I think it is more likely that Confage draw lines up in a way that Fugitive Adler cannot lose the game, if that makes sense, right? I think that game is an example. I was never going to win that game, right? Because I drew 4 very important Mars cards. I could lose any one of those at any point, but I need one of the Mars firsts when I go to combo with the Generosity, right? And there's just too many shots and important pieces. So
Mr. Jack Feet. The perfect
can
commander.
Confage beat Adler?
It lost. Oh, can Confage beat Adler? Probably. I would say probably.
Did Confage fight Adler in the?
I don't think so.
Adler's
pretty fast.
Is the winner, right?
Adler was the winner of Mass Mutation. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it did beat Mr. Jack Feet in the finals.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I think
it has a track record.
So I think my analysis was not wrong, but it was not complete of the matchup, if that makes sense, right? There are things that I failed to realize about the matchup, and I do not think... Now, I think it will always probably go to 3 games.
Yeah.
And I think there are times where you can Merkin something, and you'll just win the game on the spot, right?
The Merkin's Markadus was
I think
really big deal.
That won the game because you skipped a turn, and I won by a turn.
Yeah.
Right? So
that was really bad.
Yeah.
It was really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a good matchup. I think it was a really good night, good stream. I hope everyone had fun.
Yeah. I'm really pleased with the first fight night. I felt like all of the matchups were worthwhile.
Yeah, they're all fun to watch, and we had a sweaty one at the end, which is how you want it.
So, I'm glad that everybody could enjoy this multimedia experience.
True multimedia experience.
If you joined in sometime during the fight night, we did have spoilers at the very beginning. So if you're looking for Dark Tidings spoilers, big shout out to FFG for giving those to us. Certainly appreciate them getting it out there.
One more round of applause for Roadrunner.
One more for Roadrunner.
For providing the intros and
Yep.
the intro music for Confage and Mr. Jack Feet.
Yep.
Very cool. Very
So,
fun stuff.
I
Want to thank everybody for showing up.
Yeah.
We appreciate all the support during the stream. Lots of support during the stream.
We will be back tomorrow night for more of the Seal Tournament.
Getting back to Seal Tournament, playing completely different Keyforge, right?
If you have some points you want to redeem for undercard matches, we now have 3 undercard matches set up for Fight Night 2.
Fight Night 2.
Which will be next Sunday.
So
as long as we get those redemptions in.
So there you go.
2K more channel points. I don't know if you can do that in 2. It'll be 2 more streams, so I don't know if that's 2 more streams-able. I will post them in our Discord right after this, so you can see them there. Because I haven't done that yet. I did post them in the Sanctimonious Discord already, so we can definitely let you see them. Everyone, have a great night, and join us tomorrow for more Keyforge.
Yep. Good night, everybody.
Goodbye.
Feeling strong now, won't be long now.